Back again, and this time we're going to be looking at metering and how you can set your camera for various kind of conditions to determine how the camera is going to measure the light that's coming in through the lens and hitting the sensor. And the Canon, in this Canon, this 1100D, is telling me right now that we're on evaluative metering. That little icon there determines that. To change that, I need to go into the menu on the 1100D, and under metering mode here, it's already set there. You can see if I press the button here, it gives me three choices. I can have evaluative, which is taking a bit of an idea of all the light that's coming in through the camera. If I go more for partial, it's more focused on the center of the image or the part of the image that is achieving focus. And then finally, if I go for center weighted average, it gives much more emphasis to whatever's in the central point of the focus. So, for example, if I'm taking a picture of a backlit subject, someone that's got the sun behind their head, and I want to make sure that I've got a good exposure for the face, then this would certainly be a very good choice in metering choices. You'll learn more as we get into exposure further down the track in this course, and you'll get all sorts of concepts on how best to set your metering mode. But those are the choices on this camera. It may be that your camera has some extra ones. For example, more high-end cameras will have a spot metering function, and that really zeroes in on one very fine point to achieve your metering. One of the things that we should probably discuss very briefly here is that the light we are measuring is reflected light. If you want to get serious about your photography, then you may want to start measuring incident light. And that's a different way of measuring what exposure you should be setting. And we'll look at that more thoroughly once we get into exposure.